What is up, YouTube? It's your boy RisKK, and we back once again with another build video. And this is gonna be my first video of December 2019, man. It's December 5th, last month of 2019. I hope you guys enjoy it all. But, regarding the video, in this video I'll be showing you guys a Luka Doncic build. Alright, and this build's gonna, feature a rare build called a mid-range slasher that you guys will probably enjoy a lot after you've seen the potential of it. But with that being said, check out my first and last name on my player. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and drop a like on this video. With that being said, let's get right into the video.
She know I keep the bag on me. How about got a couple racks on me? I'ma hit it, then I dip. No, I do not trust a bitch, cause they all be the same to me. All these thoughts always running through my head. I'ma get the bag, double back for the bread. I'd rather smoke a blunt, kicking back in my bed. And yeah, she in my line, cause she know I'm getting bread.
So before we actually get into, this actual build, I want to give you guys, my, kind of words of wisdom, for the day. My words of wisdom to you guys is, anything you put your mind towards, anything, any goal, any dream you have, as long as you put your maximum effort for it, in your eyes, you should always, come out successful, whether you actually complete it or not. As long as you're putting in that effort, it should count, as a successful, accomplishment for you, no matter what. But now, going into the build, alright, with this build, like you saw in the start, it's going to be a point guard. Luka is a point guard in the NBA, alright. And for the skill breakdown, we're going to go with the playmaking pie chart. And at first glance, you're going to be like, playmaking pie chart? I don't really see people using this. And it's for the fact that a lot of people are scared from that low three-pointer. But what you guys don't understand is that's the same three-pointer a slashing playmaker has. And that's a very popular build. This is pretty much a slashing playmaker, in case you guys did not know. But I really like this just for the fact that, it's just the most, balanced build out of every build in the game, I feel like. Because it could really do everything. And just taking a glance at the stats, I think, it speaks for itself. And the physical profile is going to be something that's pretty interesting. Because when we think of Luka, we don't think of him as a guy with 95 speed, alright? We think of him more of like a slower, slow the pace type of guy. A little bit sluggish, but not this speedster. But when we think about it in 2K terms, in 2K you need speed. So this is just one of those parts where I can't really replicate Luka fully. Same thing will go later on in the video with the height and the wingspan. It's hard to do everything exactly, because then it just won't be a good build in 2K. And I want to get a nice combination of both. So now when you go into the attributes, like I said in other videos, to get these specific rare build archetype names, like in this one, mid-range slasher, you're gonna have to make stats a certain attribute, and in some cases it won't be too bad, in some cases it might hurt some badge points, but you just gotta roll with it. So if you see any weird numbers, like 70, 79 pass accuracy, 92 ball handle, don't really worry about it. Just put it down, and just follow along. So we got the playmaking down. The shooting, you want to max out the shooting completely. Now for your finishing, you want your close shot, driving layup, and driving dunk maxed out. And you're not going to want to touch this till the end, and we see actually how much attribute points we have left. So even though Luka's not known for being a defender, he's a good rebounder but not a good defender, we're still going to upgrade defense on this build, because like I said, we want to make it good in 2K. Alright, so we're definitely going to upgrade that defensive rebounding. We're going to max out the perimeter defense and the lateral quickness. Alright, and with that, we have about 8 defensive rebounding badges, which is what we want. And we'll have 17 attributes left, which we're going to put into that standing dunk, which will get us around 13. But we're going to finesse this a little bit. We're going to get it down to 12. Upgrade our defensive rebounding once more, get 9 defensive rebounding badges, and then get back to that 13 finishing badges. So with that, you're looking at the badges of 13 finishing, 15 shooting, 18 playmaking, and 9 defense/rebounding, which across the board for a point guard, that is elite status. Alright, it can't really get better than that when it comes to balancing of a build. And just take into consideration, if you were to hit legend, or you already are legend, how many badges this build would have. You'd be having around 19 defensive, 28 playmaking. What was it? We had 15, so it'd be 25 shooting and 23 finishing. So you really can't go wrong with that if you do hit legend. This would be a very, very good build. And now, like I told you at the start with the height, see, I would go 6'6" to replicate Luka as close as possible, because he's he's kind of 6'6", 6'7", But it's just, when you look at the stats, it just doesn't make sense. You know, you're losing acceleration, vertical, you're losing too much in your playmaking, your shooting. So I think it's best you just go 6'5". You still have, you know, somewhat of height at the point guard position compared to, you know, other guards who are 6'3", 6'4". And you could defend, which, you know, will kind of make up for, you know, being a little bit smaller at the 6'5" position. And what's interesting, if you look at the top left at your finishing stats, we have an 80 driving dunk. And what that means is when you hit 98 overall and you reach a 90, or not 94, an 84 driving dunk rating, you will have the ability to get contact dunks. So now that's just something else that makes this build a little bit better. And, you know, a lot of people just don't really know about it. Now, the weight. When we talk about weight, Luka would be around 215, 218, and the maximum you could go is actually 215 for a point guard. But like I said, if you're going maximum, I think we're losing a little bit too much on the acceleration, but I'm not going to go minimum because I want to kind of replicate Luka a little bit and gain those extra strength points because, you know, he is, you know, kind of a big body for a point guard, you know what I mean? So we're going to, you know, play around with this, and I think the best weight is going to be around 199. I feel like it's going to be the best when we maintain that 94 acceleration. We get a 55 strength. Now, your wingspan, obviously, Luka does not have a 77 wingspan. It's way bigger than that, but we want that shooting. You see the shooting goes up to 78, mid-range 82. So, yes, we want to get that wingspan all the way down to the minimum. And, you know, with that 78 three-pointer, that means at 99 overall, you'll be getting around an 82, 83 three-pointer. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong with that on any build in this game. That's a really good three-pointer. Now, your takeover, you can't really go wrong with any of these besides playmaking takeover. You could go with anyone you want, though. Personally, I like shot creator, but some might say slasher or sharp takeover. You know, pretty much just go off your personal gameplay and your personal preference. Now, you see, we have built the mid-range slasher. Since we're similar to Derrick Rose, D'Angelo Russell, Jamal Murray, which I think are not very accurate. Derrick Rose could be a little bit accurate. D'Angelo Russell, I feel like is more of like a, you know, three-point shooter than a mid-range shooter. And he's not the greatest slasher, but, you know, that's not what we're looking for, you know, when it comes to the comparisons. They're not always, you know, on point. And I'm not sure if it's just me, but this little screen right here where you pick your overall, you know, has been really annoying, you know, this year when you're actually making a build. It was cool at the start when you're actually going to play in the MyPlayer builder, but right now it's really annoying to go through when you're making your player. So that's why, you know, fast forward through that a little bit. But going to the badges, you see across the board, the only Hall of Fame badge you could get is actually under the playmaking category, which, you know, I'm not going to complain about it. You know, we can make this work. So we're gonna go with, you know, gold sliver finisher and gold giant slayer, you know, to help us get those layups. One of the two best badges in the game. Giant slayer preferably for guards, not really for centers. Contact finisher we're gonna want as well, and that leaves us with 4, which is where it gets a little bit tricky and a little bit interesting. I think for this build, I think relentless finisher might be the best, considering we will get contact dunks and we do have giant slayer and stuff like that. Relentless finisher actually helps with getting, you know, better animations when you're out of stamina. And Krosky score, very underrated badge. I think will help this build out the most, as, you know, that's when, you know, kind of doing like floaters across the paint or just layups across the paint. So if you're attacking the pin a lot, that might be a really good badge for you. So I would, you know, definitely try that out. If anything, you could, you know, play around with that bronze badge, but I'll definitely make sure you go with those 4 gold badges 100%. Now, like I said, the shooting kind of sucks you don't get a Hall of Fame badge, but, you know, I think it's been proven this year that you do not need Hall of Fame shooting badges at all, because, I mean, when you look at it, these badges are still going to be very overpowered. Gold quick draw is, you know, very good. For a guard, it's good. You know, if you were a center and get gold quick draw, I don't really know about that, but for a guard, that is very good still. Gold range extender, gold hot zone hunter, and gold green machine will do you perfectly fine when it comes to shooting abilities in NBA 2K20. So I'm not stressed about that. And then we have 3 available upgrades, which now once again we get, you know, this little bit debatable factor. You get catch and shoot. I don't really like catch and shoot. You could go difficult shots, but, you know, once again, this build is not really meant for fading. If you want to fade, make sure you go check out the top right. I have a card up there to link to one of my videos, which is my playmaking shot creator video, which if you like fading, I would recommend that build. But, you know, that's not something you want to do in this build. Deadeye is a very good badge, but, you know, I don't think it'll be worth it because it's really not going to help our shooting, because we do have a low 3-pointer. So you want to, you know, get the best shooting abilities when it comes to these badges. So I think that leaves us with only 1 badge, which is going to be volume shooter, which is not bad at all. But, you know, I just don't really like volume shooter, you know, at times, because in a park game, sometimes park games, you know, can end really fast. You don't even get, you know, that many shots off to actually activate the badge. But if you are playing Pro-Am, that badge, you know, is a lifesaver in that 4th quarter. But now when we talk about the playmaking badges, we do get 18, which is a little bit, you know, less than, you know, you would like, but it's still manageable. All right, we can still get the Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame tight handles, Hall of Fame handles for days. And, you know, for any point guard, I think that's all you really need this year. I think that's all you need for yourself. Those 3 Hall of Fame badges, and you could get open. Even on gold, you could get open with those 3. But then that leaves us with 6 left, either, you know, a Hall of Fame and a silver or 2 golds. I'm liking right now getting Hall of Fame diamond and silver bailout, because silver bailout is actually a really good badge, will allow you to pass out of shots. So, you know, just a little edge I could get on the offensive end. And diamond help my teammates, you know, because I do not have, you know, the ability to ISO maybe the whole game with my low 3-point if they step up on me. So, you know, having the ability to, you know, give that extra boost to my teammates will actually help me a lot in the long run. Now, defense and rebounding, you know, these are, you know, not too difficult, because for guards, it's quite simple. You're going to want pick dodger 100%, because this game, you get hit by screens and it's ridiculous. Even with pick dodger, you're not going to see much of the difference, but it's kind of a necessity to have on any guard build. Then Intimidator, once again, a necessity badge, best badge in the game in my opinion. Or not best badge, but the most supported badge in the game on the defensive end. And now claims, you're going to want that as well, so you can guard up with these point guards. You know, if you're going against another player like you, there's a slasher type, you don't want them to just blow by you every possession. And that pretty much wraps up the video for today, guys. So hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, actually spam that comment button, spam the like button, spam the subscribe button. And if you guys want to see more, you know, other NBA player builds, let me know down below in the comments. Don't be afraid to ask. And with that being said, this is your boy Risk, and now
Funny how now she be calling me back. She see that I got it, I'm stuck in the trap. 40 autos, and we put it right back. 40 autos, and he left in the back. I can't be trusting cause people just act. I get the money, I run it right back. The plug on my phone, I get to these racks. The plug on my phone, I'm gonna get back. I can't be trusting cause people be switching and